Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
You're tuned in to the new Era Sands Podcast, a Belly Up Sports media podcast.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Dave from the new Era Sands Podcast. With me, as always, is Eric Sampson. You can find us on Twitter at JD_Hockey Talks and Eric Sampson 93. If you're watching, then you can see that Phil's not here. Phil is dealing with a tragedy. Which is he has to go to church. We love you, Phil, and we'd respect your opinions and thoughts. So, but that's okay. Usually we would start to shoot the shit, but we're going to start by shooting the shit about Brady Tkachuk. I think Sens fans are panicked. We're all a little heartbroken. We're all stressed out. I don't have any nails left. My balding hair is a little more bald. And yeah, they're saying, 4 weeks plus. I was talking to somebody this morning. They were saying 8 to 10 weeks plus. It's kind of what I was looking at. And if it's 4 weeks, it's not so bad. If it's 8 to 10, that's LTIR. And that's not back till after Christmas. That's 2025 calendar out the fucking window. How bad does this affect the team play, the team morale, and just what we're putting on the ice? What do you think?
Well, I mean, Brady's the heart and soul of the team. So, I mean, this is a pretty big dagger, but I mean, I hate to say it, but as Travis Green said it, it's the next man up. You got to deal with it. Good teams deal with injuries, and it is what it is. But with that being said, if he's out long term, I'd be looking for something else to put in his place until he's back, because that's going to hurt us pretty bad.
Yeah, I think the cap relief we would get is like 3 point something, but between that and the space we currently have, I think Ottawa can pick up somebody for pretty decent, especially a team that might have a good player that's not a playoff team that's going to be shit. They're going to be shit, where you can get them to retain a little bit of salary. I saw somebody mention earlier, what's his name? Zuckerberg is it Zuckerberg? Shit. Out of Minnesota. Zuccarello out of Minnesota, who's UFA. And I mean, he's a dirty piece of shit, but if he's on my team, I'd love him. So, but I don't think his salary would be that bad of a deal. I'm just going to look it up right now while we're on here, because I have two monitors, remember?
Must be nice.
But yeah, I just think 3.5 million. That's not bad, man. So like we can add that, no problem. And I think it would fill in a physical aspect that we need. He's a right winger, not a left winger, so we'd have to make some adjustments there. But I think you could put Batherson. I think Batherson could play on the left wing. I like him on the right wing. I like him on the power play where he shoots from and stuff. But they would figure something out. And yeah, I think if he's out long term, they should definitely be adding somebody as well too, and then figure out the fucking salary situation once he's ready to come back. I mean, until then, let that be tomorrow's problem. What do you think?
Yeah, you kick that can down the road until you needed to deal with it. Two names that I saw. I mean, one of them was mine. I personally like Jared McCann. He has a little bit of a higher salary, so I don't know if that would work. But another one that I'd really like is Alex Tuck. He would fit in really well, in my opinion. But
yep.
I don't know how that salary would work for Tuck.
Well, McCann's only, I think, 4.25. And then I'm going to look up Alex Tuck right now as we speak. If I'm not wrong, I think he's higher than that. Yeah, he's 4.7, so it's not by much. 4.7, though, on a 7-year contract that he signed. So how much does that affect in the future after this year? Quite a bit.
How long is Tuck signed for?
Yeah, so I'm looking up as we speak, my friend. Mon ami, don't go nowhere. Okay, where is he?
But like we even before Brady got hurt, we've had some issues at 5-on-5 scoring. So McCann is, I mean, he's a goal scorer. That's what he does. So
That's true. Yeah,
I think that even without Brady out,
yeah,
McCann would certainly help solve some of our issues.
true. And Tuck is expiring this year, so that's actually a
Exactly.
pretty ideal situation. So he's in
Yeah.
ideal situation as far as the salary goes. Is not too bad. He's expiring this year, so you could choose to let him go after. He's a right winger and a center. So and McCann would be also. McCann's younger, right? Can't really go wrong with McCann.
28, 29.
Yeah, well, Tuck's 29, so like Jared McCann is. Let's just see. He is. Jared McCann. He is. I have another monitor, but I'm slow at using it. I'm not like one of these professional guys. So he's 20. He's 29 also. You know what? I didn't think he was as old. I thought he was like 27, 28 to be honest with you. But still, good old Ontario boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's. I mean, where's Tuck from? Not that it really matters, but you know how it is, man. When you find out a guy's from like close to from where the team plays, you get all excited and stuff, and you're like, yeah, hometown shit, right? So.
And now I'm not saying go and jump in to trades immediately. Like you obviously find out how long this injury is going to be. And in my opinion, if it's past Christmas, you definitely look at trades.
Because you're passing that 24-day window or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So, I agree. The thing is they should have a pretty good idea. They even said they haven't ruled surgery out yet, right? So
exactly.
What are they going to do? Wait 4 weeks, see how he's doing, then decide if he's going to go for surgery or
no.
Like exactly. I hate to say it, and I never want to talk. Jump to the conclusion that we need to sign somebody or we need to trade for somebody, whatever. But yeah, at the same time, who are we going to trade away, or what are we going to trade away? Our first round pick that we don't have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's tough, man. We don't have the assets to do shit with. But I mean, at the end of the day, would a Buffalo Sabres team who's not doing shit, would they give Tuck away for, I don't know, fucking second? Maybe. I don't see him being worth more than a second.
I mean, would you give Buffalo back their second rounder for Tuck?
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, you do that?
Yeah. Could you imagine Buffalo having no Josh Norris but getting their second round pick, though? Essentially, they're looking at it as we got rid of Cousins and got our second round pick back.
I mean,
I feel bad for Norris, though.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
I know. We love that guy. There's guys that leave the team, and you're like, I wish him well. He was a good guy. And then there's guys like Norris where you're like genuinely fucking heartbroken because like you just love the guy. He's been here forever, right?
He was a solid dude, man. Like he was just one of the guys. Like he didn't cause issues. He was a good player. There's really no reason to hate him other than he's had an injury-plagued career so far. That's it.
Which blows for the guy. I feel so bad for him, man. But yeah, man, can't do much about that. But yeah, I guess we'll see where everything with Brady falls. But for now, we'll stay optimistic. But in the back of our heads, we're talking about trades. Moving on, we're 3 games into the season. We had one win that was good on the offense, not great on Ullmark. We had a loss that was horrible on Ullmark, and then I think that the loss against Nashville, the refs were absolute trash. It was so bad. So bad. I watched calls and then go against Ottawa, and then the very next fucking play, a Nashville player doing the same thing and no call, and the refs are looking. Like,
Yeah.
I know people are like, oh, the refs aren't actually by. I don't know, man. It's these refs sometimes really piss me off. And what's baffling is year after year we call for like the NHL to do something about this, and nothing ever gets done, and it pisses me off. But
No, it's just they have such bad refs that don't really seem to care, and it was pretty blatant in the Nashville game. Like that was horrendous. They seemed to be going mostly against Ottawa. I'm not saying that it was all Ottawa, but they definitely seemed to favor going against them. But like the hit on Brady from Yossi, there was that should have 100% been a major and an ejection, and potentially suspension. And
yeah,
didn't he get a minor for that?
2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
2 minutes for taking out our fucking captain with a dirty ass hit. I don't watch enough of him to know if he's naturally dirty or not, but you could bet your ass January 22nd when they play in Nashville, he's gonna have to have his head on a fucking swivel, dude. You got to think.
They're gonna have McDermott in the lineup for that.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But speaking of the first 3 games, not great, but there's been some good stuff. Shane Pinto has been a dog. Like, he has been an absolute dog. He's been killing it, man, with friggin' 4 goals in 3 games. He got 5 points. Even Zub, man, he's doing 3 points in 3 games, man. He's a +2. Yeah, it's been fun to watch. Pinto. I mean, that Pinto, Giroux, and Ridley Gregg line is probably one of the sneakiest, best third lines in the league, man. Find me a better third line in the league. There's probably a couple, but I mean, I can't think of it at the top of my head. So what do you make in a Pinto's game over the is he playing like this because he's like, I want to make my money?
I think part of it is, but I don't think that's like a, I guess, active thought in his head. He obviously knows that he needs a contract and like he's playing for one, but I don't know. I just think he's taking advantage of his opportunities, and like we all know that Pinto's a hell of a player, but I seen a video, I forget who did it, but I seen a comparison to Bergeron for Pinto.
Patrice Bergeron. I was literally, dude, get out of my head. I was about to say it's very Patrice Bergeron style play.
Yeah,
it is very much so. I mean, I think Bergeron was a little bit better out of the gates in his career, but at the same time, he didn't deal with a gambling suspension, and he started on a pretty decent team. But I think Pinto has the potential to be as good as Bergeron was.
Yeah, 100%.
So he's it kind of, in my opinion, and I'm gonna get flocked for this maybe. if he consistently plays as good, that kind of makes Dylan Cousins disposable in my opinion. Because you can, you can move Cousins for a decent winger, which we need another fucking winger.
They're both going to be making probably around the same amount.
Yep.
And realistically, you're not going to have your third line center making 7.5 to 8 million. It's just not realistic.
No, exactly. So, I mean, what do you do with Cousins? I like Cousins. Hey, puppies. I like Cousins. He's big and he's physical, which is great.
Yeah.
Which is another thing that the team definitely needs to stick. That identity is a big identity to them, especially when Brady's pissed off and he's leading the charge out there. You want all your guys to be able to throw. Yeah. But Batherson's going to be back tomorrow against Buffalo, or today as people are watching, because the episodes kind of come out on Wednesday. But people forget that he is a sneaky physical player. Like
he can hit.
Batherson throws hits,
He can
and
hit.
I think he's gonna step up, and I think he's gonna be that physical presence that Brady usually is because he knows Brady's not there, and he's missed the first 3 games. I think Batherson's gonna try and fill out that physical role. He won't be the same as Brady by any means, but he's gonna come in and he's gonna try and fill the gap. I think the boys are gonna step up big. You know, when you see this a lot in preseason, when you have a lot of minor leaguers playing against a team that's got a lot of their NHLers coming to play, and that minor leaguer team wins, that's just because they have a chip on their shoulder and they know they got something bigger to play for. I think Otto's going to come in the same way, where they're going to be like, hey, we're in a position where we can either drown or we can all step up and smash. And I think that's what I'm hoping that we're going to get, and that's what I think we're going to get. Everyone's going to step up. So
I really hope so. I will say I'm a little worried about Timmy because Timmy has always had Brady on his wing. So not having that now, not saying he can't do it, but he doesn't really have his sidekick right now. So I guess we'll see if Timmy can step it up without Brady beside him. We'll see.
So who gets elevated to that first line? I mean, you can have Stützle, that's not changing.
No.
You can't have Zetterlund on the first line anymore, I think, in my opinion. I think you have to. It sucks because you want to keep Batherson and Cousins together, but I think you're going to have to do something like Timmy and Batherson and shit.
I think it's Perron, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Perron, which is not going to look good. Although Fabian Zetterlund is a left wing naturally. So if you know what, I don't mind Zetterlund, Stützle, and Batherson, to be honest. And actually, that has the potential, because I don't know if you watched all 3 of the games, but like Zetterlund's not the biggest guy, but he's fucking physical. He's big. And I watched that guy. Yo, I watched him play and throwing hits and pinning guys on the boards that were, you could tell the size difference, and he held his own. And he's fast. He's got a sneaky good shot. You know what? That's going to be my guess for the first line. Zetterlund, Timmy, and Batherson. So
wouldn't be a bad line.
No. And then you'd have a second line of Perron, Cousins, and maybe Giroux. No, you can't mess up that third line. You can't mess with that third line. You got to keep that third line the way it is. Try Lixell on that second line, man. See how that goes.
I was just about to say that.
Like a Mario, maybe. Mario. Mario's been good. He does his job on the fourth line pretty good, right? It's tough, man.
I wouldn't take him off the fourth line personally.
It's crazy how much of a blender you have to put the team through when you're missing your captain, a guy like Brady Tkachuk. It's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be tough to watch, but hopefully they can come out. But yeah. Sense PK. Holy shit, man. I've never seen so many people on Twitter complain about the diamond formation, but it's true. The diamond formation sucks. It's horrible. It's not good.
No, it's garbage.
They were significantly better against Nashville, and hopefully it continues to get better. But what I liked is even Green mentioned that the PK has got to be better, which means he's acknowledged that it was shit, and he's addressed it with whoever's running the PK. So
I wonder who do you think's running the PK?
Let's find out. Who coaches the Sens?
I feel like it's Mike Yeo.
Let's see here. Oh, Ben Saxton.
Oh, shit.
Ben Sexton, which is weird. Former Ottawa Senator, but he that's just weird because Sexton was never really that good at
defense,
the penalty. No, at anything. So
like,
I mean, whatever. I mean, you can coach. I guess you can learn.
In my opinion, wouldn't you have the defense coach doing the PK, which I believe is Baumgartner?
Yeah, Baumgartner or Mike Yeo would be good. Either one. So
I don't know. Yeah,
I would not be. Yeah. Oh man, so many questions for the next, 8 to 10 weeks, but I'm fucking stressed out, man. I'm I'm gonna watch some of the Buffalo game, but my kid's got a soccer practice, which has been messing with a lot of hockey this season, and it's indoor soccer, so it's for the next 6 months.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh man. So speaking of Zetterlund, with a full season ahead, right? So not trade acquisition at the deadline, being thrown around up and down the blender because the line's already kind of solidified. Team was in a good jive, so you didn't want to mess too much. But now that he's coming in right off the hop, what's the expectation? Like, what's your expectation from like points wise, goals and assists? Like what do you think?
I'm hoping he hits at least 20. I'd like 25. But he for me to be successful, he needs at least 20 goals. I'll say 60 points.
Yeah, that's twice you've got in my head today, bud. That's twice you've got in my head today. Literally to the fucking T, bud. I was gonna say I want 20 goals, 60 points.
I like it.
Yeah. It's the beard connection. Mine's starting to grow back. I had to trim it for a meeting where I had to dress all pretty and stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, I think
longer.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do you have TKO beards out there, like the beard oil company?
I don't know.
I'm gonna ship you a vial. I'm buying some more this week. It's like a scented beard oil, but it's really good for the beard and it smells good. And yeah, it's honestly the best shit ever. And your beard's long enough that it needs the beard oil, and you will appreciate it. I promise.
So long.
That's okay. Long beards are sexy, man. You're just straight up sexy. Don't worry.
Oh. You're gonna make me blush.
You couldn't see it under the beard, anyways. So with Ullmark, we got to talk, big dog.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the things that we talked about is he's very streaky. He's like a golfer. You know when you golf and you get a good shot, and then you have another good shot, you feel good about your game, so you play good. But off that first tee, man, if your drive is shit,
it's
the next 17 holes are fucking done. And I think he's kind of the same, where he needs to have a good win, not just a win, a good win to feel good, and then he builds off of that. I guess that's kind of anybody with anything, right? When you're confident, you play better. But I think with him, he really plays, I think, the mental game like lightly, where he's like, it was a shit game, but I give him my all. The next one will be better. But I think he's obviously more stressed out than he's letting off to be. He's a leader in the locker room. He's our starting goaltender. He's the guy that just got a huge contract, so he can't act like he's stressed out or whatever. But how good of a goalie can you have when they're streaky? Like if he's having a really bad game, and then the next 2, 3, 4 are shit, like we can't have that. Like you have a couple bad games here and there, like you can do that. You can have some average games and be fine with that. You can have really good games, but you can't be shit or average and then have the occasional really good game. So what do you think we're getting out of Ullmark? We had him for most of the season last year. Well, half the season he was injured, but I mean, we've seen enough of him to see what we know what we're getting. I think, right?
I think he gets in his head too much. He needs to just, in a sense, shut his brain off and just play hockey. It's been the same game for ever. And he's, as he said, when he gets down, he gets down. But like we've seen Ullmark, like when he's playing well, he's Vezina. Like he's one of Vezina. He can compete with anybody in the league. But I don't like the inconsistencies with him. And like before we could say that our defense wasn't good, it didn't help him out, blah, blah, blah. But like our defense now it's not bad. So
I'd say it's top 10 in the league. I'd say top 10 in the league, our defense.
Yeah, so like when all he has a bad game, you can't just default to their defense is shit. That's why.
Well, it's like we said the last episode, right? Where a good goalie can bail out a bad night for a team, but a good team can bail out a bad night for a goalie, and that's what we saw in the season opener against Tampa. Right, was the team played well enough to bail out Ullmark, and then things just kind of went south from there. And then it's just been like he's a goals against average 4.07, a save percentage is 0.842. It's 12 goals against in 3 games, man. It's painful. So hopefully we bounce back against Buffalo. Buffalo's missing some guys.
I do think that he's gonna bounce back. I don't want to jinx it because Buffalo's had our number forever, at least all of last season. But I think he comes out against Buffalo and does a statement game.
Well, right now Buffalo's got Jordan Greening that's out. He's injured. Kessering's injured as well. Pekka Luukkonen's injured. Carson Mayer, which is not a big deal. Josh Norris, obviously out for some time. Matthias Samuelson's also out. So I think Ottawa should be able to take the 2 points tomorrow, and hopefully that's a confidence builder game for Ollie, right?
Yeah. He's probably gonna come in tomorrow knowing that he can do a statement with this one. At least I think he is. I'm wondering if you're gonna give Buffalo to Levi because Ullmark has had the last 3. So they might give him a break, but I'm hoping they don't.
Well, they might, man, because they got Seattle the day after. So one of them is going to play Seattle. One of them is going to play Buffalo. I hope they put. I wouldn't mind seeing the Kraken play in Maryland. I think that'd be okay. I know they're technically the better team out of the two, but
I mean, Maryland's been lights out for us, so I would trust him against Seattle.
Minus that fucking egg he laid in the preseason. But again, everyone's got bad games. So
yeah.
So one of the things we took out of the itinerary that I am going to bring back in just because it's going to raise a point here. They scratched Spence for the first 2 games. They let him into the home opener, which I was glad to see him at the home opener. But based on a lot of conversations we're seeing, him and Montepallo are kind of going to switch out. When you need a more physical guy because you're playing a team like that, you're going to have Montepallo in. When you don't need that as much, you're going to have a guy like Jordan Spence in. I don't know if you've got to watch much of Spence like in the preseason or in the one game he was in.
He's pretty smooth.
Yeah, I've liked how smooth he skates. He's got a decent shot. Defensively, he's been I think he's trying harder this year to play a more defensive style hockey because they asked it of him, but he hasn't been much of a liability on the ice, which is good. He's a -2 in one game though, which is again plus minus, take it or leave it. But when you've played one game and you're -2, it's a bit of a telling story. But I guess we'll wait and see. Because I don't know if they're going to need him against Buffalo or Seattle.
I don't think they'll be going size or anything against Buffalo or Seattle. I think they might I prefer the speed and goals for that one. They're not really that big and mean, at least in my opinion.
Did you know that Jake Sanderson and Zub are both on pace for 82 points this season? They both got 3 points in 3 games. They're both plus players. Zub has been really good. I mean, I don't know what it is, but so far in 3 games, he's looked a lot better than he did all of last season. He looks really good. And Jake Sanderson, well, I mean, Lane Hudson, who? Fuck that kid.
Love that guy.
Which I talk as much shit about him as anybody else, But the contract that they just signed him to was actually pretty team friendly. I was very impressed that Montreal got him for that. It was like 8.25 or whatever. And I think it was smart for him to do that because you know that the cap's going up and you want to leave space for other players and shit.
Yeah.
So kudos to Montreal for that. Lane Hudson is very Erik Karlsson-ish, but Erik Karlsson sucked at defense. So even when he played in Ottawa.
Problem with Lane is he's very head bobby. He's very bob and weave. Like that's kind of all he has. At least in my he has his skating and stuff, but he's I don't know.
Have you ever seen? I don't know if you've ever noticed this. This used to drive me insane. Jason Spezza in the shootouts or on breakaways, he would literally skate up, head fake, and shoot every goddamn time. It was his signature move. With that, he was one of the last guys to use a wood stick, and it would drive me crazy. He'd skate down the ice.
Shit.
He just look at the goalie, just do the head nod, fake, and then shoot. But you know what? They went in so often. So like,
as the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, I know. But every time I see somebody just do a head fake in a shootout or a breakaway, I always question like, how motivated are you? Like how into this are you right now? Because like that was like, why, dude? Like I guarantee you guys practice every dangle during practice during your breakaway practices. They do breakaways, man. Like, so try some of that shit. Don't like, you know what I mean? Like it drives me crazy, dude. Like they're in the NHL and I'm not, so I'll shut my mouth now. But yeah, Ridley Gregg, he's another one that's been really good. He's got 2 points in 3 games. I've been impressed with how he's got more points than Timmy, unfortunately. But Timmy has been shooting like way more than he used to, which to me, that's gonna come up as points. Like it's only been a few games, but once he gets his groove, like that's gonna come up as points, man. Like people can't be.
I would bet that he gets 20 against Buffalo.
He gets what? 2 points?
He gets a goal against Buffalo.
You know, I'm gonna bet what I thought you said and say he's gonna get 2 points against Buffalo.
I mean, yeah, we'll go with that one.
So yeah, I'm gonna go 2 points against Buffalo. What else here do we got on the go? Who else do I want to talk about? Mario, he's just quietly good. He steps up during the playoffs, he was good in the playoffs last year. Did you see the Tyler Clevin hit the other night?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I don't know if you saw the picture I made. I took his face and I cropped it on the front of a friggin' train, and I posted it, and I was just like, oh man, it's very. He's our 2025 Mark Methot.
Yeah,
big stay-at-home defenseman that can put the puck on net, but he hits. I'm dying to see a Mark Methot trademark, friggin' hip check, and I just pray Clevin does it. He's got the skill.
Clevin would send him flying.
Oh yeah, yeah. Last piece of business. Donovan Zabrango was put on waivers today. And this is heartbreaking because with the podcast account, his mom followed us. We followed his mom. We chatted with his mom. Unfortunately, Wi-Fi's mom got involved in the conversation. I told her that we hate the hockey player he is, but we respect the person he is because the grind for any NHLer to get to where they're at, right? Yeah. And at any given point, that guy could be selling $1.50 hot dogs at Costco again next weekend because he's not very good. But the grind was there for him to make it to the show. So I respect it. But do you think he gets claimed, man? Because I think he's a very good seventh defenseman. He's proven himself to be good, like pretty decent for what, like, I didn't think anybody had him pegged as even a seventh NHLer, like ever in his career. But he's gotten a lot better. He's dropped the mitts, which didn't go great, but the fact that he's willing to drop the mitts, that's not a style of game. But do you think he gets claimed?
As much
be careful what you say, man, because this episode's going to come out when he's either going to go through the waivers already or he's going to get claimed. So you're either going to look like a genius or a dumbass.
Yeah.
I could go first if you want, so I look stupid.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but I don't want him to, but with the players that Detroit have taken from us, like JBD, Hamannik, I could see them claiming DeBringo back because, I mean, why not? He's a good player, but I can getting claimed. I don't want it to happen.
I don't want it to happen either. I don't think he does get claimed, but if he does, I could see San Jose picking him up.
San Jose.
I can see San Jose picking him up. San Jose's defense is dog shit. Like, I mean, absolute dog shit. I'm just going to go through the defensive line right now really quick just to kind of tell you what they got for defense, and it's pretty embarrassing, to be honest.
So you think he would slot right in their defense?
I think he would slot in their bottom pairing 100% because they got Timothy Liljegren, which is the original Toronto dude. Sam Dickinson, that kid's going to be phenomenal. Nick Leddy, Mario Ferrero, Shakir Mukamudulun, don't know how to fucking pronounce that.
Whoever that is.
But he's been pretty decent, though. He's been okay. And then you got John Klingberg and then Dmitry Orlov. I think he would be a step up on Orlov. I think he'd be a step up on a couple of the guys here. Oh, shit. I forgot they picked up Ryan Reeves. Shit. And he's got a goal.
He's got a goal.
He's got a goal. He's got a goal in one fight.
Shit.
Yeah, he's doing his job. But, yeah, I could see him going to somebody like that, man. I really could. Just there's a few defensive teams, man, that are just absolute shit shows out there. Even like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna take a look at something really quick, and then I'm gonna report back here. So feel free to throw in an advertisement for somebody while you're sitting here.
I was just gonna say, like, DeBringo is probably one of the, I guess, better defensive prospects that we have outside of like probably Yak and Hensler.
Mm-hmm.
So like losing him, man, it would be a real shitty.
And it's gonna suck. But another team I can see picking him up would be Toronto.
Oh man, don't say that.
He might hate that more than we would, right? He's an Ottawa Senators boy, man, born and bred here, right? And he's a Sens fan. He grew up a Sens fan, and yeah. So,
do you think he would actually slot in Toronto's lineup?
No, not their starting lineup, but I do think he'd be a good seventh, or he'd be really good for the Marlies. But if he does. If he gets claimed, he's not going to make it to Toronto. He's going to get picked up long before that. Because if Toronto sees value in him, then someone else might too. I don't know, man. It's tough to get a grasp of because, like, he's pretty good. Like, he's not horrible, and he's big. He's physical, and he's still pretty young. He's only 23 years old, dude. 6'2", 223. Like, that's
he can hit.
Good. Yeah. Oh man. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, man, we'll call that an episode. You know, it's been long enough without having Phil here to talk. He usually talks a lot, but
yeah, we miss you, buddy.
We do miss you, but your time with Jesus is equally as important. And I'm not even knocking that, bro. You know what? I don't want to get into religion, but when people have something bigger to believe in, it gives them a better reason to live life good, right? And I respect the shit out of that.
Yeah, I had to respect that.
So, but yeah, we'll call her a day, and yeah, we'll see everybody next week. Go Sens, go.
Go Sens, go.